What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another helium mining video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you about my results mining helium with my little SenseCap miner up here over the last just about a little bit over 3 months now. So I'm going to tell you exactly how much I have earned over the last 3 months mining helium and why I am actually somewhat disappointed with my earnings, which is kind of starting to make me doubt the helium network. But we'll get to that in just a bit. Make sure you stick around to the end, guys, because I got a little bit of a surprise that I have been waiting on for a while now, and I'm so freaking pumped it's finally here. Before we get into it though, as always, this video is not financial advice. You know I have to say that. It's not financial advice. Always do your own research. And with that said, let's jump into the video. Alright, you guys, so I turned on my helium miner right around Tuesday, October 5th. Now, I'll put up a screenshot here of a hotspotty.net so you guys can see what I'm seeing. But as you can see here, these first couple of weeks were very slow. I was not making much money at all. In fact, the first couple of weeks, while I just actually had it right here in my office window, I was only doing around 0.05 to like 0.07 helium a day. It was pretty bad. I didn't really have anything exciting at all. And then once I was able to actually just get it up into my attic without even an upgraded antenna at all, just with the stock antenna in my attic, I started doing around a lot better. I jumped from that 0.05 helium dollars a day, which was literally maybe $1-2 a day, sometimes even less. The price of helium was a lot lower 3 months ago than it is now. So then once I moved it into my attic, I went from the 0.005 a day to around, not that much better, but a lot better from where it was, to around 0.15 helium a day to, on a good day, around 0.2 helium a day. So nothing too crazy, but it was a lot better than just there in my office window. And that's the real difference that I always stress in all my helium mining videos, guys, is if you can get your helium miner into an attic, onto a roof, even a third story of your house, get that thing as high as you possibly can, because it's going to make a world of a difference when it comes to what you're actually earning. Now, here's where things actually started to get crazy though, and this is when the helium network was running like absolute butter. As we all know, November for the helium network was a very dark month. A lot of us saw significant drops in our earnings, and they still have not quite recovered, which is what I was talking about. I'm like actually still kind of really disappointed in the helium network right now, but that's just what the reality is going to be, I guess, over these next couple of months. And I don't think these earnings are going to return to as good as they were, at least for my location. So with the helium miner in my attic with a stock antenna, like I was saying, it was doing around 0.15 to 0.2, maybe even 0.3 on a good day, helium a day, which was, around $3 to $4 a day. And then I was able to get a 5.8 dBi antenna. And, I actually have another one right now on hand. Let me show you what that looks like. So this right here is a 5.8 dBi antenna. But this right here, look at this. This is the size of my hand. Hopefully the camera can focus on this right here. This is the stock antenna that my SenseCap up there actually comes with. This is, I believe, a 2.3 dBi antenna. It's just a little rubber thing. And this obviously was not as good as something this size, especially for my area. I needed a much higher dBi. So while, yes, this did get the job done for a little bit, I mean, look at this thing compared to this. The sheer difference here in just size and just overall just girth of this bigger 5.8 dBi antenna. Now, this 5.8 dBi antenna is from Rack Wireless. I do like that they do, kind of do this matte black color. It's pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. So this is what I have in my attic right now. This is the 5.8 dBi from Rack Wireless. And as soon as I got this up there, my earnings significantly increased. It was absolutely wild. I mean, my earnings literally went from the 0.005 to the 0.15 to the maybe 0.13, 0.2, 0.3 on a good day, to where I was making around, as you can see here, this little spike right there, I was making closer to 0.3 to even 1 helium a day, guys. This 5.8 dBi antenna was doing some serious numbers for me, to where I was making around close to like almost $20 a day, $24, $25 a day on a really good day. And that was just about like the peak of my helium mining. And as you can see here, those numbers were consistently high over the next couple of months here, over the next couple of weeks. And then that deadly time in November came, where just everybody flatlined for like 1 or 2 days. No one was making any earnings at all. And now, as you can see, on a good day now, I'm doing around 0.15 to 0.3 helium a day, which is not that great. That's about what my stock antenna was doing in my attic before I got the 5.8 dBi antenna. That just seems like that's the new average now, really. The network average right now was a lot higher, but now the network average is actually around like 0.12 a day across the entire network. So I still am beating the network average, but I am definitely not where I want to be. I mean, I was raking in close to $600 a month, October and November, but now I'm definitely raking in a whole lot less since the network has had all the outages and numbers have just not recovered like before. And to be quite honest with you guys, I don't think they ever will. I mean, the Helium network now, I think we have crossed 500,000 hotspots, or we're almost right there at the threshold of 500,000 hotspots. And as you know, the more hotspots that come onto the network, obviously the more crowded the network is going to be and the less rewards everybody is going to get, unless you have some really, really good setups. And I think a lot of people are going to have to start moving towards, if you want to actually be making some really good money, you're going to have to get your Helium miner up into an attic. You're most likely going to have to upgrade your antenna, might even have to get it on a roof or do an off-grid build. I think the days of casual Helium mining might be coming to an end here. And who knows though, things might change around. Maybe rewards will go back up over the next couple of weeks, but they definitely have not gone up over the last 2 or so months, and I do not expect them to so far. All right, now let's finally talk numbers, because that's what you guys are really here for. So as you can see here, my lifetime rewards since this hotspot has been set up is about 28.9 HNT. So over the last about 3 or so months, I've mined 28.9 HNT, and as you can see, I am pretty down on that. That should be a lot higher than that 28 number, but as you can see right here, in the past 30 days, I have only mined 5.15 Helium, down 55%, because I usually get around 10 Helium a month. But like I said, the network has just not recovered to what it once was, and I don't think it is. Like I just keep on repeating, I don't think it's going to go back up to getting those crazy numbers. I think it's going to really come down to people getting really, really creative with their setups and making sure you have a good setup. And currently, with the current price of Helium right now, somewhere around $36-ish, that 28.91 Helium is worth somewhere around $1,040-ish. So in the past 3 or so months, I've made around $1,040. But if you break that down, average that over the last 3 months, that's around like $320 to $360 a month, which is not bad, right? I have literally broken even on this right here. This is only a $500 device, you guys. That little SenseCap miner is $500, and in 2 months, I broke even. Really, in a month and a half, I broke even. So, I can't really complain too much, because, hey, that's a $350 about a month that I did not have before, and it's all completely passive. I plugged it all in, I got everything all set up, I got the antenna all set up, and I have not had to touch this thing at all once. I don't know what's going on, but these SenseCaps are like just godsend devices. I don't have any issues. I know a lot of people definitely with rack devices have a lot of issues, and their Nibras and all the other ones out there have a lot of issues, but I have not had a single issue with this hotspot yet where I have to go into my attic and restart it and everything. So it's been pretty solid for me so far. Now I do want to note, just mainly because I do like hearing the number out loud, and I wish the Helium price would go back up, because at one point when the Helium token was around this all-time high of around $50, $52, if the Helium token was back up around $52, my 28.91 Helium that I have mined, instead of being worth $1,040, would be worth closer to about $1,500. So I'm really hoping to see the Helium token go back up to those all-time highs, maybe closer up into the $40 to $45, $50 range. I definitely want to see that back up about $40, because then even if I am only mining around 0.2, 0.3, 0.15 even Helium a day, I'm making significantly more than I would, still mining that same amount, but if the token's only $36. So there you have it. In the last about a little over 3-ish months, I have made around, currently with the current token price, a little bit over $1,000. So $1,040 in the last 3 months, which honestly, for what it is, I am completely happy with earning that much money. I mean, that's $1,040 I did not have prior, right? And it's all completely passive for me. Like I said, I never have to go up and work on this or reboot it or anything. It's all been completely passive. Now, my long-term plan with Helium is to just keep on letting these run and just stacking up my HNT coins, because I honestly see the price of Helium going to well above $100, just because the network is doing so many innovative things. I can't wait to see how they all play out in the near future. However, in the short term, what I always like to do is I always will pull off my initial investment off the table. So for like this SenseCap here, I am about to pull out about that $500 I invested out of that account and put that money back into my account for my little block miner here, for my planet watcher, where element miner. That's just what I do with all these projects I'm in. As soon as I make my money back, I pull that money back off of the table and go invest it into other projects or into new miners or whatever it may be, because that essentially removes all of my risk out of the project. Because as soon as I have my money back, I'm zero risk in the project, and then I can just let the coins just continue to stack and stack and stack. Because let's be honest, mining one of these, unless you're one of the people who, like with a helium miner, like the massive fleets, or you have hundreds of these, this is not probably going to change your life if you only have one or two of them, right? That's not exactly a life-changing amount of money. For some people it might be, but for me, the extra $300 a month is not exactly life-changing at this moment. So for me, it's just letting all these coins stack up, because I honestly do see the price of Helium token going well above $100 in the near future here. So I'm just going to take my initial investment off the table and let the rest stack up. And I do definitely plan on deploying more Helium miners out there, because it's kind of a fun little passive thing. I love passive income opportunities, and I love the Helium network, and I love what they're trying to do. I actually believe in them long term. And that is actually the big little surprise I had for you guys. I actually was able to get my hands on another Helium miner by the company Fast Miners, and I was so surprised. It came in just about 21 days from when I ordered it. I was a little bit sketched out ordering it because you have to pay in crypto. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of paying in crypto for these. While it is cool, yeah, you know, paying for crypto to make more crypto, but it just gets a little bit sketchy sometimes, especially when it's a newer company out there. And you already know that, of course, I had to pick myself up another sense cap. So I got this other sense cap right here. As you can see, guys, nothing too crazy in the box. It's just pretty typical stuff here. You got your miner here, your power bank, and that stock antenna it comes with. So I am pretty excited to actually get this one set up and rolling. I am going to be doing a little bit of a more cool, kind of better setup with this one, where I'm going to actually get the whole miner and the antenna outside on my parents' roof. That's where I'm going to be deploying this miner right here, because I already have the one in my attic. And the reason the one at this location right now is not on my roof is because I am renting, and I just really haven't bothered to ask my landlord to put my antenna up on the roof. Now, if my rewards do start to significantly drop, I probably will just go ahead and get that antenna from my attic up onto my roof, because it will definitely help witness a lot more hotspots. For this one right here, I am going to be getting this onto the roof in an outdoor enclosure box with most likely this 5.8 dBi antenna. That's actually why I bought another one right here. So I am so excited for that, and I will definitely be keeping you guys updated as always, showing you how I'm doing the entire process and the entire build to get everything here waterproof and get it all outside on top of my parents' roof. And obviously I'll be updating you guys with the earnings in that area, but I am really excited for that because they have a really good area where they're pretty high up, and it should be a good location, but you just don't know until you know, right? You have to get everything all set up and going first. So that's really all there is to this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to update you guys and show you the build process here. I've got a pretty cool case, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys what the case looks like and what the whole kind of setup is going to look like. I think it's going to be a lot different than your traditional outdoor setup you've seen before. So thanks for watching this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and there you have it. In the last 3 months, I have made close to around $1,040, or, you know, let's just say the price of Helium is back around that $50 all-time high. I've made about $1,500. Given, you know, the token was around that $50 price, that would be pretty nice to return to those nice all-time highs, but you never know what's going to happen. And, you know, I'm in this for the long term. Like I said, I honestly see the price of Helium going to $100+ in the near future here, so I'm in this for the long haul. I'm stacking my HNT tokens, and I can't wait to cash out some big bucks in a couple of years. And if you want to know a little bit more about Helium mining, guys, make sure you go check out my other videos. I'll link them on the side of the screen. Go check those out, guys, where I do some more in-depth comparison videos about like this 5.8 dBi antenna versus, you know, like the stock antenna. I show my actual mining results with those, and just a lot of the other things where I go a lot more in depth talking about the Helium network, how everything works, talking about my exact rewards day by day, and I go a lot more in depth into all of that. So I'll link some of my other Helium mining videos right here on the side of this video, so definitely go check those out, guys. There's some good stuff in those videos. Thanks for watching this video, everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one.